Hello, this is Scott Gray giving an update on the beta rear logic display development. What we're looking at here is the beta rear logic display. It comes complete with the front plate and bezel from Damien. The rear of the board has the chips on it. There's 7 chips driving all 135 of the LEDs so that we can control each individual current to each LED. I'll turn the display on, which is being driven by a display controller that also drives the front logic displays, the HPs and the PSIs. When we first come up, we can see that the program runs through a test which lights each of the LEDs individually so that you can make sure they're all working. Then it comes across with a display across the rear logic display as well as the front ones, giving the version number of the software. Right now this is version 1.5 for the betas. After that, it will go into the random display mode, the normal display mode for the display. Jason has written a program that allows us to modify parameters that can be sent to the display controller and then thus to the rear logic display. I'll test by sending your own message called your message by sending it and then triggering that message, and then you can see it'll say your message. If I then change it, I can change the character set to RecBesh, and we can see that it will then show the message, your message, in a RecBesh. In addition, there's a screen mode which allows us to flash the display. We also have an alarm which will flash the display a different way. In addition, we can freeze the display so that it kind of looks like a short circuit display mode for the short circuit effect. I also have a bar graph display, either a double bar or single bar, horizontal bar graphs for giving status such as for batteries. We'll set the top bar to 75% and the bottom bar to 45%, and you can see that that's shown up on the rear logic display. In addition, you can do other effects even with the random logic. You can change the update rate and slew parameters and density, and by doing so you can make it look just like the display is, or that the droid is asleep or in a quiescent status state, such as this. If you change a parameter, one parameter, for example, make the update rate very fast, you can make it look like a fireworks display, for example. These changing of these parameters are all still in the random display mode, which is this random display mode here. We can change the intensity of the LEDs as well, and that gives you the effect of fiber optic effect. In addition, I wanted to show what the display looked like by when you put the surround on it, because there are 5 LEDs, so half of the LEDs are going to be missing on the top, and one half of the bottom LED is missing. But even when you do that, let me change the character set back to English so it's obvious. There we go. You can see that you can still read the display, your message, no problem, even though one half of each LED on the top and bottom row are hidden by the surround. And that's because of the front plate gives us 1/4 inch clearance off the LEDs, so that the light can still come through. Lastly, I wanted to show that I'm getting ready for the run. I have built up PCBs for the run, rear logic displays, 2 front logic displays, the display controller board, and the HPs and PSIs. Right now I'm building beta front logic displays for my beta testers, and they should be going out within the next 2 weeks, along with the rear logic displays. And that's currently where I'm at for an update on the rear logic display development for the J.E.D.I version that allows you to do a bunch of different things with it. And I'll probably have another update within another 2 weeks.